folks, and welcome to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. You join me today on this wet and rainy Sunday morning back on my own middin in Wigan, and I've come to Westwood Park to do a little spot of metal detecting with my glamorous assistant Mrs H, who's on camera duties. Now, as some of you will recall, back in May I came in here when it was nice and sunny with a little toy town spade doing a little bit of playing about. And I found something, I got a good hit, and it was coming up as something like 91, something like that, which sort of tells you that it's supposed to be good stuff. So, I did say, in the words of General MacArthur, I would return, or I shall return, and indeed I have. So this is what that hit was back in May. Now, you probably can't see, but that there is just corrugated iron. It was a sheet of corrugated iron with a load of bricks thrown over it. Now, my man's spade shifted it, thankfully. It's a proper man's spade though, not a kiddie spade. But, like I said, what I think they've done, I think they've been outbuildings in this area because there used to be a manor house on this particular land. And this used to be a farm, I think it was called Home Farm. So I think what's happened is when they did away with the farm and they demolished the outbuildings, obviously they've stripped the roof off first, thrown it at one side, and as they've demolished the walls, they throw the bricks over it and buried it. And there is evidence of bricks, as you can see here. You know, they're old clay commons then. So there we go, that's that mystery solved. Boo-hoo, no gold or anything. I promised Mrs H a ring or something like that, and all she's getting is wet. Righty-tighty, I've just filled that hole in back there. That's something all metal detectorists should do, you shouldn't just leave your holes. And while I've been doing that, Mrs H has had in it, so we're going to do a sort of semi-live dig here. She says it's only 2 bars down, which means it's not down so deep. So, I'll be really upset if you found the treasure in here. If you found Lion's treasure, the highwayman. That's a legend we was told as kids, that, Mrs H. But supposedly, Lion, before he was hanged, buried his treasure here. You can get underneath it, it's like a carpet and you can just pull it back. Like so. Ish. Right, we say it's, what is it, 2 bars down, is it? Mm-hmm. Well, if you just give me the...
It's off. Old
detector. I try to say a battery though. I'll have a load of detectorists now saying, don't keep doing that. It'll run your batteries down. Oh, it's only 1 down now, Mrs H. It's only 1 down. Let's put my detector at one side. Is it a gold ring?
It's showing up as iron.
Oh,
It'd be rubbish.
Alright, so you're having me digging rubbish up.
No, it's because it's an iron box with this treasure in it.
Wherever it is, I've got to run through it.
There'll be more of that roof stuff.
In that tree anyway. What the hell's that? Oh, it's a bin lid, I think.
I found a bin.
This is a bin lid, I think.
Oh, we need one of them. We've not got a lid for our bin.
So we got a load of old rubbish. It's got a number on it. SW. No, it's not SW, it's...
Swill. It's the swill bin.
So definitely...
In the farm.
So there we go, hot potters. That definitely proves as we're in the farm. Swill bin. Oh, pigs, I mean, I don't know when this farm was... I don't know when it stopped being a farm. I think it was in the 50s sometimes. All about time they built the cooling towers for the power station around here. But yeah, we found a bit of history though. I think I should take that to History Shop in Wigan. You'd be interested in that. A relic from home farm. So if anyone would like to bid for this lovely bin lid, in the comments below, go for it. Right. Swill bin. Can't get over that, Mrs H. Right, well we're definitely on that site, we're in the right place then, so we'll keep detecting. You never know, we might find some coins or something. Or we might find the actual bin.
It's probably still under there.
Probably that's what that was, under there, you never know, do you?
No.
So there's been pig sheds round here.
Don't throw my bin lid.
Alright, I'll place it down like that.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll fill this all in, but before I do, I'll just go over with the detector, because you never know. Sometimes you think you've got it, and there's other stuff under there.
No, it was quite big.
No. No, that was definitely it. Won't even come up. There you go. Righty-tighty, I shall fill that in, and we'll move on down this path, because it goes under here. This was an original pathway. See, from memory, when I was a kid, I remember where it went through. Got a bloody good memory, me, Mr. H, when I want. Now, I've just been doing some digging in this hole here, and we've been getting a few pinging, what I call pinging signals. And it turns out they're like ash, or clinker type things, which, when they used to smelt steel years ago, and there was all crap that used to be at bottom. You know, they used to dig it out and they used to go and put it on roads and that, as like an early form of termite. And that's what I think that's what's causing that. So we're going to give up on that one, although it's very easy to dig once you get beneath the roots. Chances of finding anything are pretty slim. We found the obligatory clay common brick, so we're still in the area where that farm was. So we're going to try a little bit further down there. There used to be a pond at that far end at one time, as I remember from when I was a kid. So I think the edge of it's still there. So we're going to have a little dig round there once I fill this in. So we'll see what else. You know, with a bit of luck we can find something other than a swill bin lid. Remember, put your bids in now. Right folks, Mrs H has had another hit. She's found this bar, which I've just dug up. Now then, Mrs H, what do you think that may be?
No idea.
Well, I'll tell you because I'm a geeky type of bloke. That's actually the axle off a wheelie bin. It's our second bin we've found today. We'll be able to open a museum, bins through the ages. This must be where they bring them all to die, Mrs H, or at least bury them. I don't know, it's frowned upon, you know, grave robbing in the metal detecting world, and you're digging up all these bin graves.
I've not dug anything up, I just find a hit.
Right, well, we'll put that to one side. I don't know. I won't put that up for auction, I don't think anybody wants that. Really.
I don't know, somebody might need it for the bin.
Oh yeah. Who's bringing all these bins in here and burying them? I don't know. Never mind. Anyway, we'll make our way over to that pond now and we'll see what we find there, you know. We might find a bin from 18 or 10 though. At least it wasn't too deep, you know. There's nothing worse than doing a big excavation and then suddenly you find, you know, it's a piece of rubbish. Or a bin. Right, well we've moved away from that bin graveyard now because it's bobbins basically, so we've come away from there. We've come over to this area. Now this is the edge of what used to be the Westwood Park estate. The canal's just over that side there. Now here there used to be like greenhouses at one time and like allotments, so we decided to come over here and see what we can find. And straight away Mrs H got a hit. Not too deep underneath. It does look like copper, but it's not copper. It's what's known as pyro type cabling. You know, they use it in fire alarms and things like that. Not what we're looking for. You know, I'm not going to start collecting that stuff. So we'll just push on and we'll just go up here because it's like a tunnel here between trees, and then the fence is the central electricity generating board put up as it used to be. So we're going to go and make our way over to that little area there where it looks like there's a wall. It does look like there's been an original stone wall here at one time, Mrs H. I know, so there might be something at the base of that, you never know. You never know. I'm a trier if nothing else. God loves a trier, doesn't he? Right, I'll jump back on the detector then.
Who brings the cooker into the middle of nowhere to dump it?
Who brings just the top of the cooker in the middle of nowhere to dump it? Might be an old Harger, that, Mrs H, worth thousands of pounds. And again, it might not. Another one of our little fans. Now, just as I've been mooching about, I've come across a little bit of history. Anybody from Ince, or Lawrence, will remember Hanson's Dairies. It used to be based off Warrington Road. It's now been demolished. It became Unigate, and then I think it ended up becoming Earler in the end, but that's one of their bottles. Hanson's from Liverpool, a little half-pint bottle of Orange Crush. Yeah, that's a fair bit of history. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that one. Like I say, there's not many of them around now. So we've had one little find that I've found of interest, if nothing else here. I think we're just going to give it a little bit more up there, and then we're going to wrap up because my battery's running low. I've ill-prepared, I've not brought my spare batteries. Normally I do. But, you know, that's the old saying, isn't it? Or is it, Mrs H? Because I always get it muddled up.
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Anyway, we're going to go up there, and then I think we're going to get some new batteries, and I think we'll reconvene on a beach somewhere. A little bit of beach detecting, because it's a bit manky and horrible and poo in here, isn't it?
It is.
I think we're going to call it a day in this spot. We may go to the beach, so that'll be a separate video. So, from Westwood Park and metal detecting and bin lid graveyard, it is bye-bye for now.